right, we've been waiting for this for quite a while. It's the finals of the Coed tonight here on the Season 17 Panama City Beach Major. Now, if you have not been paying attention, then you have missed some pretty good matches, and I'll tell you this. We have what looks like it's going to be a pretty high firepower show here. We got Ashley Taylor, Brandon Sparkes against Brandy and Shane Childers. Brandy and Shane, the higher seed. You're seeing them on camera right now. Feel free to fire comments if you'd like to, but it's Finn, the loudmouth for the ACO. We're doing a little bonus coverage tonight. If you want to check it out, we're here at the Lake Town Wharf Resort, Panama City Beach. Sorry, that's my William Shatner presentation. I'm using more dramatic pauses these days. But yeah, feel free to make comments if you would throughout the course of the match. Early 4-2 lead from Brandy and Shane. Shane pitching pretty good from what I've been able to tell throughout the course of the day. But Ashley and Brandon made short work of Chad, Veronica Easterling, and then had a little bit tighter match, but they won in semifinal number 1 in one game against Maddie McBride and Caleb Rogers, a team that's just newly formed, those two, since her usual partner could not be here. It's been a great day, actually, here in Panama City Beach. Gorgeous outside. Families who have come down have had lots to do, in addition to just hanging out here and watching some great cornhole be played. And now it's going to be basically Brandy Childers' self-admitted nerves stepping up against the calm, cool, and collected Ashley Taylor. Those bags are certainly destined to drop here, I would think. Just a matter of just getting the right vibration on the board, and there it was, ultimately following that center stage approach and the wood carpet right up to the stage. Nicely done, and she finishes off. That's outstanding, putting a couple extra points on top of that 4. So we're looking at 6-4 now. Shane launches with the right paw, puts a nice blocker bag, a replacement bag on the way, but a slight miss onto the left. Nice push there, and a bag that's destined to drop there off the right side. Shane drops both in, doing a little bit of a favor there for Brandon, but he has left his bag out to the side and leaves a couple available there. So tied at 6 right now. You can pretty much see all this on your own. I know I'm telling it to you, but you're probably saying to yourself, yeah, I can see all that, buddy. Tell me something else. Well, I'll tell you, we had a nice evening on Stadium. If you haven't gotten the Watch Stadium app on your phone, make sure you get that done, and you'll be able to watch doubles and singles tomorrow. Share that with your friends. Looking forward to having Phil Barnett back here in the booth talking singles and doubles championships. It should be a good time. And I'll tell you, we've seen some great shot making throughout the course of the day today, and it just keeps getting better. The seniors match was a really great final. Earlier, if you didn't see it, I have a chance to go back and check that out. A little bit later on, it'll be available for you to check out in archive form, and ultimately it will live evergreen on the YouTube channel. But yeah, that seniors match between Johnny Thomas and Tony Newhouse was fantastic, and it wasn't your typical seniors match. It was really more of a chess match to a certain degree, which was cool. Dirty boards, as they say, not just 8 up the middle, 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 where they 8 up the middle. It was a little bit of strategy, a nice opportunity right there to get up and over the top, and missed and off the back of the board there from Shane. Earlier, you saw Brandy Childers against Veronica Easterling. She unfortunately came in second in a game of 2 for the women's championship for the Season 17 Panama City Beach Major, which we've had a great time since we've been here. Great opening parties, a couple of them going on last night. Cornhole being played out in front of the hotel. Nicely cleaned up there all the way through, and a big finish. The playing until good 3:30 in the morning out front. I'm kind of curious how the other folks here at the resort were adapting to that. But you know what? We do what we do when we get there, and that's how we do. No, and it falls in off the backside. Nicely done there. And just took a minute, held its breath, let it out. Dropped in the backside. There's a lot more double entendre going on than I expected that there would be. All right. One rolls up off the back. One looks like it drops in the hole. I'm having actually a tough time seeing it from here with regard to what the bags are doing and where they are, but this angle has been a little bit difficult through the day, but you can see everyone collecting their bags and ready to roll. 9-6, Team Childers. Okay, it looks like it's fixed now. All right. Looks like we're having an issue there. What I was seeing up there was exact opposite of what was here, but now we're looking at 9-9, so easy to figure out and go from there. Childers the higher seed, so pitching from the blue lane. Little repair work to do there, as best you can hope for there. Brandon said they give up 2, 11-9. Ashley and Brandon take that lead, take that first bag, hold on to that first bag. Yeah, I think looks like the score's rolling backward based on, or the opposite of what it should be. There on the court, on Scoreholio up on the court, 11-9 is showing for Ashley and Brandon, but on screen it's showing Shane and Brandy as 11-9. So the actual score on court, Shane and Brandy now with the proper 9. Now 11 points for Ashley and Brandon, and Shane and Brandy now with 14, so I'm not exactly sure what's going on. Originally what I was told isn't anything like what's happening. So, you know what, I'm just going to sing. So if you have any requests, bust them out. I'll be singing songs through the rest of this match, and you can watch, figure it all out for yourself. That's what good announcers do, right? Let the video do the talking. Northwest Georgia ACO has shown out today. You're damn right, Chris. Nicely done. Hashtag Roman Cornhole. There's been a lot of really great play today. We have over 15 states. Oh, how about that? How about that? What a shot over the top. Now it's just time to settle. Settle. Brandon says settle. Ashley lets it fly. Oh, and stacks it up front. That's going to add a nice 5 spot on top of that 14, 19 to 11. Good little block bag right there, just to kind of leave things where they are. That's going to make it pretty tough, and that's going to make it even tougher. Coming in hard and fast, and that's pretty much going to set that one back to zeros. It looks like Brandy and Shane putting that first one underneath their belt, so Ashley and Brandon actually came in as the higher seed, which was not what I had originally been told. So clearly they have to double dip if Ashley and Brandon are able to grab this one. That'll be the end of it. So Brandy and Shane will take the first bag in the second game. Having been the lower seed, they'll take that first bag in the second game, leaving that middle wide open, easily explored by both players. It looks like that'll get cleaned up. Oh, nicely done there. She pushed her bag just a little bit off to the 10 or 11 o'clock position. A replacement bag there for Brandy, and a nice bag snuck in there, or by Ashley, and then Brandy sneaks one in. Nicely done. Post the first couple of points here in game number 2. First 4, as a matter of fact. For those of you who are joining us on Facebook Live, welcome aboard. Again, we are Panama City Beach, the wharf here right on the Gulf. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous facility. We've got a great room set up down here and some great cornhole being played all day long. Finn, the loudmouth for the ACO, thrilled to have you along for the ride, and that was a really nice bag right there by Shane. Be able to sneak that in around the right side. And then one put up on the backside, uncharacteristically sloppy there from Brandon, just a little sloppy. He's going to come up and over the top and puts one off the back, takes another one off the back, and doesn't get his first bag in the board. That right there was costly, to be sure. Loading that 6 spot on top of that 4 spot. Well on their way to the double dip necessary to take the Coed Championship here in Panama City Beach. AmericanCornhole.com, everything you need to know if you're watching for the first time. You want to become a member, you want to become part of the family, feel free, check it out, AmericanCornhole.com. All kinds of good stuff. We've got the Pitfall tournament's going to be happening. If you're interested in Pitfall, we'll tell you more about that through the course of the day tomorrow. But the tournament will be going on, $1,000 on the line. If we get the right number of players at each tournament, we just keep getting more and more players as we go. And you got to love that kind of payout. That's nicely done. Another couple of points added to the tally there. 12-0 right now. Could we see them blanking Team Taylor and Team Sparkes, who basically have just kind of run roughshod through the bracket up to this point? That's a nice opening bag right there from Shane. Brandon, can he match it? Yes, he does. Is that what we're going to be looking at for this entire frame? Very, very possibly. But there is going to have to be some defense played, I do believe, and that ain't it. It's nicely done there. Good answer, but no, there's a little bit of an opportunity right there. As long as you can hold that board or that bag on the back, you can make up a little bit of ground. At least no blood. Nicely done. Well done, and he knows he can do it. It's frustrating when you know you can do it and you just haven't doing it. So Shano, nicely done. First bag from Brandy. It's the spot. Ashley says, I'll show you exactly what it's like to be on the bottom. And they're just piling them up on one another back there. Now there's a good bag just to hold that corner of the hole, if there is such a thing as a corner of a hole. Well, nicely done. There's another couple on top. 14-0. 14-0. 6, 7 points. Sorry, my math's getting a little bit hazy here late in the evening. 7 points away from Game 2 and the double dip for the Coed Championship here in Panama City Beach. All right, Shano leaves one just shy. Sparkes lets one fly, cleans it all up. Board is clear. Now it's just a matter of who's going to make the first mistake in this particular frame. And it doesn't look like it's going to be anybody. Nicely done, 8-bagger. 14-0. Still, no score is safe in this game. We've seen it already happen a handful of times on center court here over the course of the afternoon, and you've seen it no matter where you've played. No score is safe. 20-0 is not a lock. So 14-0 right now. The way these guys have been playing, Ashley and Brandon, very, very easily turned on just a couple of key frames. That's not going to help the cause, however. It's going to require a little bit of a step out and come in from the right side approach. Drip it in the back, possibly. It doesn't look like it. It's not a bad blocker there to the left. Looked like it was going to be a push and a follow, but there may be an opportunity, just a little bit of daylight there at about 3:30 for her to get one in there and probably possibly drag that one in at 1 or 2 o'clock. She's going to think about it for a second. Brandon says, just step out to the side, give it a run. That's what she's doing. And everything just stacked up. A little bit of a laundry basket there, but 16-0. Couple of points here, couple of points there, and it's going to be a pretty short final here in our Coed Division finals. Appreciate you guys checking it out. If you got any comments, feel free to bring them. Finn, the loudmouth for the ACO, will be back with you tomorrow with Philip Barnett. He's going to be sitting side by side with me. We'll be calling the action for giving you a little insight on the players and what's going on here in Panama City Beach for the ACO Season 17 Major. Nice 4-bagger right there. And to minimize the damage as best as possible, but 18-0. 18-0. You got to rub your eyes and slap your thighs and get the job finished. This is going to be considered, I believe, quite an upset should they be able to pull off this double dip. Very nicely played right there to seal up the middle, kind of force their hand. The hand that was played, nicely done, followed in. All right, that left side of the hole is wide open. And not a lot of wiggle room there. This is an interesting shot because now they have to figure out if they want to give up the 2 to get to 20 or if they go off the back. Yeah, I think it's just a safe play is right there, and there it is. 20-0. We've seen it before. Who knows what could happen next? Shano's got the first bag. Could this be the first bag of the end of the second game, which gives them the Coed Championship? Why don't we just let the bags do the talking? That first bag said, meh. And that one said, oh yeah, I'll see your meh and raise you.
11.7.13 on 4:15.
What's going to happen? Has he got it? He's got it. Yeah, he does. Nicely played. Nicely played to keep the damage to a minimum and secure one more frame at the very least. Brandy takes a check back at the score pad to make sure that she understands 20-0 is exactly what she's staring down the barrel of. A little block bag to try to keep that from happening. Nicely done. That's going to ultimately be the deciding bag one way or the other. No, or I could be completely wrong. It's happened before. All right, so. Got one in, just need to play it safe. Come in hard off the right side. Come in hard off the right side. Brandon says, come on, Ashley, you get this. Come in hard on the right side, and nicely done. Able to pull that off, no blood. That leaves it at 20-0. It has been a long day of fantastic cornhole here at the Wharf, Panama City Beach. Start to see a little bit of fatigue in some of these arm swings over the course of the afternoon. We've seen quite a few of these players multiple times on center court. Pretty much if somebody blinks too hard, those should fall. There you go. And guess who blinked? There it is. All right. You got your Coed champions. And as you are typically wont to do when you've just won the Coed Championship with your wife, you run and you jump and bump butts with another dude from your group. Anyway, no, that's a big win. That would be considered an upset. Nicely done, and honestly, that was a great way to finish the day. for Brandy Childers because she had a great match earlier, but just wasn't enough when she faced off against Veronica Easterling. So honestly, that's a great way to end the day for Team Childers. Good for them. Their kids have been here with them all day. Little fella, Easton, that guy's been throwing lights out all morning. 7 years old, all 7 years of them. These guys grabbed the Coed Championship here at Panama City Beach. Hope you enjoyed watching it on Facebook. It'll be available for you if you missed it in an evergreen format, archived here, and also ultimately it will be available on our YouTube channel. Check it out. Thanks for checking all of this out all day long. Don't forget, tomorrow night starting at 6 o'clock, doubles and singles finals action on the Stadium app. Make sure you download that to your phone or check out watchstadium.com. You can find out all the different ways to get that Stadium programming, and check out AmericanCornhole.com. You can set reminders to remind you when it comes time for these programs to pop up. We're looking forward to being part of that Stadium family and invite you to continue to enjoy being part of the ACO family or join up with us. I'm Finn, the loudmouth for the ACO. On behalf of Frank Gears, the Cornhole Dude, and everybody here in the ACO family, I just remind you to keep on pitching.